And now joining us with more on the Monday merger between the new United States Embassy in Jerusalem and the PA Consulate in Jerusalem is Middle East expert from the Begin-Sadat Center at Ilan University, Dr. Mordechai Kedar. Dr. Kedar, thank you as always for coming in. All right, so to begin, the BBC, among many others, are saying that this is marking another downgrading of relations between Israel and the PA and the United States and the PA more specifically. How would you respond to that? Would you agree?
Well, the Palestinians do not like anything which happens between Israel and the United States,
right?
Because they think that it comes on their expense. Although they can blame only themselves because they don't go along with the United States. So what do they expect? That they turn their back to the United States and now the United States will start catering for them? But so far, the consulate in Jerusalem was viewed by the Palestinians as more or less an embassy, an American embassy to the Palestinians, because it mainly served the Palestinians for all kinds of purposes, and they viewed it as if an embassy. Now, America tells them, hey guy, you go to the embassy, of our embassy to Israel, and it should take care of you.
But couldn't you look at it as the same way of saying, okay, no, go to the embassy in Jerusalem? It's the Jerusalem-Israel-Palestinian embassy, no?
Pouring salt over their wounds, because for them, Jerusalem should be theirs. And now to tell them that they should go to the American embassy in Jerusalem in order to take care of their own issues, this is humiliation. They are hurt. And look, they live on symbols. They don't live on real things. If we have to do this, we would do it. But for them, it's more of a symbolic thing. However, as symbolic as it is, so far, until this very minute, if you have a child who was born in Jerusalem and you are an American citizen, you and your wife are American citizens, you cannot register the newborn as an American citizen who was born in Jerusalem, Israel, either Jerusalem or Israel. Because so far, with all the changes which were through the last year and a half, so far, the State Department does not allow to register children, Jewish children, who are American children, who were born in Jerusalem, as kids who were born in Jerusalem.
So that's really...
And this is something which mind-boggling.
So it's mind-boggling, but at the same time, it's kind of in line with a lot of the American policy up until this point, because on the one hand, it's not in line, because the Trump White House said over a year ago, we're moving the embassy, we're recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
Okay, so Jerusalem, Israel.
Right, so I agree with you there. On the other hand, they also said that final status of Jerusalem will be left to negotiations between Israel and Palestinians. So by keeping this law, are they not standing up to that promise?
Look, the Americans have to make their decision. Do you recognize Jerusalem as part of Israel or not? Because if you do, and you move the embassy to Jerusalem, where is the problem in registering a child who was born in Jerusalem as somebody who was born in Jerusalem, Israel? Why still the State Department, as if the State Department is a different state, that the White House is in one state and the State Department is in another state? What is it? Is this a separate, independent policy which the State Department...
Is it possible that that's kind of, a policy that is setting the United States peace plan up to be put into place? For example, maybe Jerusalem will be under the United States peace plan, maybe it'll be an international city, and maybe they just want to keep it with that.
Between you and me, the Palestinians will never agree to anything which will leave Israel on the ground. Never. Everything is politics. So, having said that, and I'm more than sure that there are enough Americans who understood it, who get it, that the Palestinians do not want a state. They do not want a state near Israel. They want a state on the ruins of Israel. And it's not gonna happen. So they will never have a state and never have Jerusalem, never have anything. They will continue whining about their miserable situation only because they do not want and they cannot go forward in a way which will leave Israel, let alone Jerusalem, in the whole country altogether. So this is why I'm amazed by the Americans who, in the White House, keep talking about Jerusalem as part of Israel, while the State Department has totally different policy.
All right. Well, with that, unfortunately, we have to end it. But thank you so much again for coming in and sharing your thoughts with us.